So first we start with a goal. Whenever we create a new feature, we have a spec for it and we have a goal in mind. We're trying to reach a certain power level or certain functionality that we want to make. From there, once we actually get everything implemented, what we're trying to do is just make sure we turn all the right knobs, that it's still fun to play with while still reaching that goal.
Yeah, we actually have looked into a number of different alternatives. We've actually looked at Unity, we've looked at mobile, Android, iOS, and right now we just feel that this is maybe not the right time for that kind of move. It's actually quite resource intensive to have the team actually build that out, and we feel that right now that's not the best use of our time, given that there's so many things to do in the game itself.
Absolutely. What we do is we look at the need of the game, we look at the needs of the players, we look at the content that we have coming up from our events and FMs and the things that we're looking to add and change to the game. And we make sure that our players are equipped with weapons and hulls and specials that are going to help you moving forward in this game.
It's a good question. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as just something we can just lower today. This is something that we feel would be incredibly risky, given that the game is very much fine-tuned to be balanced a certain way. If we just halved all of build and repair times, we think this is going to dramatically change how the game is played and the different tactics that are involved. We think that we have a number of things in the works right now that are going to alleviate this kind of pain that the players are feeling, and we think that the VXP repair specialists, doing another build rebalance like we've done last May, and a few other things coming, like the build and repair tokens, which we haven't discussed too much yet, but we'll be talking about very shortly.
It's a good question, and honestly, we don't expect you to. That's not actually what we're trying to do. With the prizes, you shouldn't need every single prize in order to be successful in the game.
We want to give the players the choice to decide if they want to get, a new base tactical installation or if they want the new weapon. But ultimately, it's their choice to decide if it's going to fit their strategy and their builds. The team actually is quite excited about drones. We've talked about this a number of times internally, and although we don't have anything planned right now, this is something that if the community finds is a high priority request, then I think we can communicate that to the team and see what we can do about raising the priority.
Absolutely. So the first thing I want to say is that we are bringing back co-op to the campaigns. I know that was missed. Another thing that we're looking at is actually bringing a 4-player option to some of the targets coming up in one of the future raids. It won't be this next one, but we're looking at either April or May. Moving more and more of our tech server side, so that it's even harder for these hackers to get into our systems and change things. It's just making things more secure, and it's going to make a better experience for everyone.
We spend actually more time than we have in the past fixing bugs. We actually have a specific track on our development roadmap where we actually spend time to prioritize the highest and most impactful bugs.
After the Reavers have their day in the sun, a somewhat familiar but also very, very different foe is going to come into the world and cause the Forsaken a lot of headaches. Might be a little scary, even a little intimidating, but I guarantee you, it's also going to be fun.